Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Brett Figueroa on the Brett Figueroa Show. Hey, I want to take a moment and welcome you all, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that join our video cast and our weekly show that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And as always, our aim is to simply move, to motivate, and inspire people into their ultimate greatness. And, you know, with COVID over the past couple of years and lockdown and quarantine and all those different types of things, you know, there's been a lot of setbacks for a lot of different people, from unemployment to, you know, just chemical addictions and domestic violence and all that stuff. There's a lot of repercussions. So now many are out of quarantine and, you know, able to carry on with their life. There's still a lot of things that have come along and carried along with that. So with all that being said, it's great to have you with us, and I want to just wish you and your family at this time of the year. For our Jewish friends, I want to wish you a happy Hanukkah and a blessing of season to you, and lots and lots of love and lots of gratitude to you and your families, and to all of our friends around the world that are out there and, you know, doing life, right, as you're doing life. We just want to wish you and your families the absolute very, very best during this time of the year. It's an amazing time of the year. It's an amazing time of the season. As we come out of Thanksgiving, we were out last week and enjoying Thanksgiving with the rest of the world, or most of the world that celebrates Thanksgiving here, at least here in the United States, last week. And so we want to just say that we give lots and lots of love, lots of thanks to our friends that are out there, and we're thankful for our friends. So we want to talk about today and what today's episode is about. Today's episode is really about regaining physical control, right? Regaining physical control of our bodies. And it's a very passionate thing for me. It's a very passionate topic to talk about. Now I know for some, they're like, oh no, not that working out stuff, right? Not that getting physical stuff, not that, oh, I gotta go on a diet again stuff, right? But it's really important to, and you know, I think to get the most out of life, and at least it's been that way for me. And I know that during the times of my being down physically, or maybe an injury happens and, you know, you get down, and I just know one thing, man, my life, I feel like just tanks. I feel like it just goes bam, it just tanks. My mentals tank, you know, my goals, I mean, everything just goes right in the toilet. Nice. So it's been a very important thing for the majority of my life, not all of my life, but the majority of my life, it's been important. And I think that, you know, because as we mentioned, talking about, you know, just COVID, you know, being on lockdown and gyms were closed for many across the world. You couldn't walk into a gym, and you know, it's just a difficult time. And you know, as I started putting on weight, you know, it's like people are like, dude, you okay? I'm like, I'm on I think the COVID diet. You know, it's like the COVID diet. It's like, where are you going? The refrigerator. It's like, again, you were just there, you know, and. But now for many, they're out of that space. And so now it's like, how do we regain, you know, that control, that part of our life that allows for us to bring so much joy into our life and into other people's lives. And so today we just want to talk for just a short while about what that could mean and what that could look like to really regain that control. Now, maybe you already have that control. So this message is for that one that is in that place where they're like, you know, they're maybe struggling with regaining that control, and maybe they haven't really had that physical control, that you know, that part of their life, maybe for a long time, and for whatever reason, right? Maybe it's motivation, maybe it just you haven't decided to do it, maybe you've got an injury of sort. Who knows? Whatever that situation is. But I know that many times when I take on a new client, we'll talk about, and I'll say, well, tell me when were you at your physical best? You know, and they're like, oh, at my physical best. You know, and might have to go way on back to like college, or might have to go back to the military days, or, you know, something, but maybe it's, you know, just way on back, and maybe they're now in their 50s or 60s, and they got to go back like 40 years, you know. And so we like to bring people back into that place to really look and go, yeah, I remember that place. I remember how great I felt. I remember how alive I felt. I remember how much, you know, energy I had every day. Like I was booming and beaming with this level of intensity and this level of energy. And so now maybe you might miss that in your life. And now might be an opportunity to regain that in your life and to reclaim that part of your life that could be so, so important. I heard a phrase once back many years ago, And it said that many people spend their health, right? They spend their health to get to wealth, right? So they're just on a money chase, money, chase money, got to get up, got to go out, got to get to work, got to go to the office, got to close a deal, got to make a sale, got to hustle, I got to grind, I got to, move, right? All the while they're just tearing up their body, tearing up their insides. They're not eating well because they're just constantly hustling, they're constantly moving, right? They're undernourished, they're underhydrated, right? So they spend their health to get to wealth. And then as they get older, it all turns different. And now they find themselves spending their wealth to get back to their health, right? Now they've got to go pay high-priced physicians and doctors and counselors and therapists and, massage people, all that kind of stuff so they can regain that part. So maybe this is an opportunity as we begin to go into a new season, a new year, as we approach 2022, and just like it seems like just a finger snap away as we approach into a brand new year, this could be an opportunity during this season right here. A couple opportunities, right? It's like, okay, well, it's Thanksgiving, and because it all kind of really starts right at October, right? Like you're out buying all this candy, and it's trick or treating, and before you know it, it's Thanksgiving, and we're stuffing our face with pies and turkeys and stuffing, and and then before you know it, it's Christmas time, and it's another holiday party, and it's eggnog, and it's cakes, and all those different types of things. So that's one option, right? We can just play that option out. We can come out of the gate in January, and we can come out of the gate going, oh God, where's the local gym? Let me get my membership restored. And so we can come out of the gate that way. Or the other option is you can come out of the gate screaming. You can come out of the gate on fire. You can come out of the gate really just, super launching yourself into a whole new place. If you're committed to having an amazing, amazing year, which I'm sure that many are, that are entrepreneurs that are maybe just because we've had just a hell of a past couple years where you say, that's it, man, 2022, I'm going to reclaim my life. I'm going to reclaim my health. I'm going to get my energy reinstored. I'm going to get to making money again. I'm going to start to take action. So maybe this is that opportunity. So, one is, again, just kind of live the life that many will, and eggnog parties and holiday parties and eat stuffing with cakes and puddings and pies and things like that. Or you can make a decision to really just step up into your game. So I want to go through just a few quick things here, short bit. Number one is to really identify where being, not having that control, identify where does that affect your life. So where does that affect your life? How does that affect your family? So maybe you're at that place, you say, man, I really haven't been to the gym. How does that affect your relationship between you and your spouse, right? Because maybe you're not feeling good about yourself. Maybe it affects your marriage, and you're taking all that pent up energy and you're taking it out on your spouse. Instead of taking it out at the gym, instead of taking it out on some weights and some exercise and some running and things like that, maybe you're taking it out on your kids. Maybe you're taking it out on your friends. Maybe you're even taking it out on your own self, right? Just beating yourself up, feeling depressed, dead, dull, negative, dilapidated, right? Because you don't have that vibration, that energy, that intensity that we just so yearn for. So I believe that, human beings, if we can create enough pain around something, like if we can really create enough pain around something, ultimately we'll do something about it. And I believe that, that if we don't create enough pain, then we're just going to kind of live in it. And so, to be able to look, and so identify, just number one is identify, get clear. We always say clarity is power. So really get clear about where does this affect your business? How does that affect your entrepreneurship if you are an entrepreneur? How does it affect you in your relationship at the office, maybe with your boss or your colleagues or your associates? Right? How does that affect your lifestyle? How does that affect your energy and your intensity to be able to really, do more of the things you would like to do in life, but because you don't have the energy? Many times people wake up and they got great goals and dreams. They wake up and their brain says, let's go. And their body says, who you kidding? It's like, we know we got to get up and I know we got to go, but body's like, dude, honestly, just lay here, just relax, because the body and the brain wants to just, keep us comfortable, right? It wants to just keep us in that place. So I'll give you a quick strategy. One of the strategies that I like to do in terms of creating enough pain is that when I get up and go to the gym and I get up somewhere between 5-ish, 6-ish, somewhere in there. My outcome is to be in the gym by usually 6 o'clock in the morning. But I'm in Colorado, it's cold. Honestly, people say, oh, he's a motivational guy, he must just like springboard up out of bed. I don't. I'm like every other human, I just want to many times pull the blankets over and turn over and go back to bed and get another hour. But I know if I do that many times, I wake up feeling worse anyway. So I usually will just kind of teeter and my mind will play this game. And I've done this for years. And it's one of the strategies that gets me up and gets me out. And people ask me, why don't you work out at night? Well, I like to work out personally in the morning because it just gets the energy going, gets the endorphins flowing for the day. It just puts everything into motion for me. My diet is better, my hydration is better, my thinking is better. So I like to do it first thing in the morning. To each his own, you do it at night or morning. I personally like to do mine in the morning time. But one of the strategies that I use is I future pace, meaning that I pace myself into the future. Now, so I look and I think about, okay, I remember the days that I didn't get up out of bed and bust myself into the gym. And I remember those days. And then if I have a few of those days and I stack them upon, I go, oh my God, I remember that day and that day and that day. And they were usually terrible. My diet was terrible. My hydration was terrible. My energy was terrible. I found myself yawning throughout the day. I found myself where I just never felt like I woke up that day. And so I usually stack enough pain around that day and enough anchoring and enough remembering of those days and situations. And my brain goes, no, you don't want to have that again. Get up and get out. That's important for me. So I've done that for years on the days I don't want to get up out of bed. I don't want to go out in the cold. I don't want to go press weights at the gym. I don't want to do that stuff. But you know what? Successful people will do what the other people are simply unwilling to do. Again, it's not that they can't, they just simply won't. So number one, identify. Identify again, where it affects your life. And if you can create enough pain wrapped around that, boom, you'll ultimately do something about it. Step number two is make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision. You can either make a decision that, hey, this is as good as it's gonna get. You can either make a decision and say, man, I'm done. I'm not doing, I'm not gonna go into that place. I got what I got. God gave me what I got, and the energy I got is what I got. Or you can go for more. And you can make a decision. And you can go, man, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you can draw a line in the sand. You can go derobe in front of your mirror and go, oh, I got some work to do. And make a decision, right? Make a decision. Decisions are powerful. Decisions are powerful. Once you make that decision, just go for it. Is it hard to make those decisions? It is. It is hard to make those decisions. It's a rough deal. People go, oh, I'm scared. I just made a decision. I just took on a new client yesterday and she decided, she's like, I'm so scared, but she's going to do amazing. She's going to do incredible. But the fact is that when people make a decision to step into something powerfully, there is some fear with that. There is some doubt with that. There is some trepidation with that, but decide anyways. Decide anyways. Remember, decisions come first and answers come second. You'll figure out the answer on how to lose the weight, get yourself back into shape. But this is about reclaiming your physical body. We only have one, right? It's not like if this one breaks down, well, I can just go get another one, right? I'll just head on down the road and, go down to the local body store and go get a new body. This is it, man. This is the one we got. This is the one we got. It's the one they're going to bury or burn at the very end of, but we hope that bury or burn happens further on down the road versus earlier on this side of the road. And the way to do that is simply, just like our car, take care of it, right? Just like anything else, take care of the things that are important to us. So if it's important to you, you'll take care of it. If it's important to you, you'll find a way to do something about it. If it's important to you to reclaim that. Step number 3, real quick, is simply, step number 1 is, again, identify. Identify where it affects your life. Step number 2 is to make a decision. As we said, simply make a decision. You can draw a line in the sand, make today that day, and you say, I'm going to step into January 2022. I'm going to step in large and in charge. I'm going to super launch. I'm not going to come out of the gate, going, oh my God, I feel terrible. the holiday season, like many will do and the majority of society will do. And then you'll have a sector of society that's going to be bulletproof, and they're going to be battle gear ready, and they're going to be ready for when that New Year's comes and the ball drops in New York City. They're going to be ready to take on life like never before. So that's what I would encourage you, if that's the place that you're looking for as well. Number 3 is get an accountability buddy. Get somebody you can be accountable to. I just recently met a guy, so most of the time I'm accountable. It's me. It's me. It's me with me. And I get up and I push myself up out of bed and I get myself into the gym and, I do the things that I got to do, but it's me with me. And so just not too long ago, I think yesterday or a couple of days ago, I meet this amazing guy, Tony with an E, Toney. Tony out of Long Island. Tony's awesome. And I started talking to Tony. And Tony and I started finding, that, hey, we both enjoy working out. And he was teaching me some different things on certain exercises, and it was awesome. We clicked like it was really, really great. We exchanged numbers, and he said, dude, listen, if you want to go to the gym with me and you want to, you do that, he goes, that would be great. It'd be great accountability for me. And I thought, man, that would be great. That would be great. I thought, and he's a big guy, big arms, big chest, big shoulder, real strong dude. And he was schooling me on, certain exercises. And so that was a plus for me. I said, dude, let's roll. So we're actually going tomorrow. We're starting tomorrow. We'll be at the gym at 6:30, in the game. We'll be pushing each other and driving each other, and it's fun. And I've had many accountability buddies throughout my years. And so I would encourage you that if it's something that you feel uncomfortable with, to lock and load in terms of having more leverage and getting yourself to do some of those more difficult types of things. And so, it's not rocket science, right? We just have this body. It's called exercise. And so there's certain things that I personally like to do that allow for me to simply feel better. One is lots of exercise. I just love exercise. I just love to feel good. I don't want to be one of those 54-year-old dudes, with big old belly and feeling terrible and, drinking beers all night and eating pizzas and feeling terrible and slow and sluggish. That's just not for me. Now, for some, that's their life. That's cool. I mean, have at it. I don't hold judgment to that person. I just hold judgment to myself. I know how I like to personally feel. So I like exercise. I like a really strong diet, so maybe this is an opportunity for you to clean out your diet. Maybe if you're watching or in the live or in the replay, you're like, dude, that's perfect. I've been talking about it, thinking about it, dreaming about it, but maybe it's time to go into your refrigerator, go into your pantry and say, you're going out. Many times when I go into an overload of stuff and I go, okay, I'm going to get real solid, get real clean, I'll just bring my garbage can right into the house and I'll just start throwing out all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, it's like, what a waste. And I'm like, well, you can put it somewhere, either in your body or in the garbage can. So there's certain times in my life where I go, it just fits better for the garbage can right now. So we'd encourage you if that's important for you, if it's important for you, again, I believe in life we do what's most important. And so if it's not important, you'll know because you won't be doing it. And if it is important, you'll know because you'll be doing it. So I just would encourage you that if we can, wake up anybody that's out there today, from that, hibernation, physical hibernation, where all of a sudden we make a shift. I would encourage that shift with every ounce of every ounce. Because it's important for me in my life only because I know how it makes me feel. And the interesting part is you do too. And maybe you haven't had that feeling in a while. Maybe that feeling has been deprived of excess energy and endorphins and, just that level of excitement that rolls around. Just think about how much more you can serve your friends and your family and the world and the community by being able to give so much more of you. You can't give what you don't have. So if you don't have it, you can't give it. So if you sit around hoping, wishing, and dreaming that one day you can give it, maybe this is the opportunity right now for you to become that person so you can give more out into the world. So I want to just say again, thank you so much for those that tune in with us on Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Brett Figueroa Show. It's always a great pleasure. It's always a great honor to be able to serve you. And we just want to say that, if you get any ideas, you get maybe a strategy or a winning edge of some sort, maybe just take a moment, just put a little comment down there below, or maybe you have a friend or maybe you have a family member, a loved one, somebody you really care about where you go, hey, you know what, this could be the right message for them. I'm just a messenger, right? Different messenger, same messenger, different topics to move, to motivate, and inspire you into your ultimate greatness. So maybe this is something you share with one of your friends, one of your colleagues, and maybe they're in that place physically where they're just not feeling it, feeling great about themselves, in that place. And then that affects our emotions, and everything affects everything, right? So when our body's not feeling it, man, our dreams aren't feeling it, life, we're not feeling it, we're going to depression, and it's just, things start to tank. So identify the things that are most important. We want to say again, thank you so much. We love our friends. We love the people that are out there in the world that are, really taking some strong action towards your own physical body, to regain control of your physical body, regaining control of your mental, your attitude, to really do super, super amazing things. So as we close out here today, again, just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and put some hearts, put some shares, put some comments. Our mission is to be able to move and motivate the people in the world out there. So by you doing that, it helps us get and spread the message further out there. So until back on our next episode here on, what's today? Today is Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. We'll see you back on Thursday. Lots of success, each and everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the Brett Figueroa Show. Blessings to all of you during this season. And again, happy Hanukkah to all of our amazing Jewish friends across the world. Best of success, and we'll see you back on another episode of the Brett Figueroa Show. Time to reclaim your body. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.